Oh, I skipped the gym this morning, but I got my workout running with minutes to the gate closing. But I got on and I made it. Now I'm off to my last part to Toronto. Whew. Well, I had a thought today while I was on the airplane, and I'm curious because I'm trying to kill some time here at the airport because it's an awkward. It was only like a couple hours until 6 when I need my rental car, and I kind of was like chickening out, like, oh yeah, maybe I'll just get a hotel. And then I called, they're all like $400, so airport sleep it is. But I was curious, is airplane mode actually a thing? Is it actually needed? Is it actually going to cause problems for the plane and the plane will crash? Or is it just something that we're told, like when our parents told us if we turned on those overhead lights in the vehicle that it was illegal and we would crash? I'm kind of feeling that that's what airplane mode is. So I am about an hour out to pick up Recon, meeting the breeder in Peyton Post, New York, I think. I think it's New York. They all kind of blend together here. So yeah, I am super duper excited. I'm also extremely tired. Oh, the idea to sleep in the airport for a few hours last night was not a good idea. No, not a good idea. For one, it's kind of weird when you're by yourself to just sleep because you feel like, I don't know. I stayed on the security side, but I kept feeling like someone was gonna steal my shoes or steal my backpack. Yeah, I was a little paranoid about it, so I wasn't sleeping very deeply. So I got into Toronto at about 12:45 a.m. and I couldn't get my rental vehicle until 6 a.m. So when I was booking this trip, I was like, I'm just gonna stay in the airport. Like, it can't be that bad. It is. I would not do that again. Never. Yeah, I probably got maybe an hour and a half of like actually sleeping. But for the most part, I just was on alert because people are weird. People like, so the airport clears out pretty like decently at those early hours, and so I found, I'm like, it's kind of weird. Like, I'm like, I don't want to be out in the open. I want to just find a little corner and just, if I could be kind of out of the way, that would be perfect. So I found this little corner. It was perfect. It was out of the way. Kind of just faced the windows, and there was no armrest on the seat, so I could kind of lay down. So I was like, okay, cool. I like this plan. So I had my backpack all as my pillow and situated so all the zippers were going to be under my head. Had my arm through the loop because I'm like, I don't know, if for some reason, I'm a pretty heavy sleeper. So I'm like, in the case that I actually like fall asleep hard, I don't want anyone to steal my stuff. So I kind of situated myself like that, and people are so weird in this huge airport that's empty and you can sit anywhere. Like, people would come and like sit where I was sleeping, and I'm like, it would freak me out. Like, I'm like, hey, you can sit anywhere. You're just, and a lot of it was workers, but yeah, I was like, you guys could be anywhere else, but you had to sit right in the row behind me out of 50 rows. So I had one solid hour where I know I was out, and then when I woke up, all of a sudden, there's a person like right down there beside me, And I was like, now I'm like awake, because in my mind's like going, why did they have to sit there? Are they trying to steal my stuff? Are they trying to wait till I'm asleep? Did they just feel like picking that spot? They didn't want to be alone and wanted to watch me sleep? I don't know. And so then after that, it was just like I was trying to be hypersensitive to sounds and like vacuum cleaners going off. They just vacuum around me. I was freezing. I was so cold. I brought a t-shirt and I like had it as a tiny little blanket, and I had my arms pulled into my hoodie, just trying to get as much warmth. Yeah, it was bad. And then about 4:30, a group of five sat like right down for me, and we're like, I don't know, going to Mexico or something, and they were just yelling and screaming and like super, super loud. And then that woke me up and kind of got me a little bit frustrated. So I just sat up and went to the car rental place, because I had to wait till 6. So I thought, okay, start going to the washroom and, you know, do my makeup a little bit and mosey on that way on a couple hours of sleep. So I'm tired today. Couldn't leave the airport until like 5:45 because they have you locked in. At the baggage, they had the door shut, but it didn't say anything about do not go through. So I pushed it, set the alarm off. Oops. And whatever, waited. They came. I was like, how do I get out of this freaking airport?